Hello, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. And I want to make this my last video in December. So, for right now, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, you guys. For right now, I have one book ready to go. The Storyteller's Death by Anne de Villa Cardinal. I want to read this. I'm in the mood for some contemporary stuff. I'm in the mood. This says there was always an old woman dying in the back room of her family's house when Eliza was a child. Eliza Larson Sanchez' life began to unravel when her father passes away. Instead of being comforted at home in New Jersey, her mother starts leaving her in Puerto Rico with her grandmother and great aunt each summer like a piece of forgotten luggage. I'll have fun with that. And then you guys know I have a December TBR. I've only read I only read 3 books. You guys are propped up on it. That's why I'm watching. I only read 3 books that was on that TBR. We still got a pile of 2, 4, 6, 8, 11 books over there. So when I finish this, I'll get another one or I'll grab one behind me. I don't know what to say. You guys, I told you guys that I don't do TBRs, and this is exactly why I don't do TBRs. The fact that that is stacked up there, I feel prompted to read something else. I don't know. However, it's different from I don't know if that video came out yet, but I have my January TBR stacked in the corner right here, and that's completely different because these are books that I'm going to read. There's no ands, ifs, whats, buts about it. These are books that I'm going to read. Those I was just like, eh. How do you think this came about? This wasn't on my TBR. I just grabbed her. So, I'm gonna start this. Before I do that, I'm doing laundry, so I need to put my clothes in the dryer, and then I need to hang up my work shirts that are finished drying. I already did my unhaul video, so I think I'm gonna remove that stack of books from right there and throw them in the closet with the other books. I have some books to show you guys that I got yesterday. They're already on the shelf, so I'll have to pick them out and get them again. I don't know why when I come home with books, I just need to put them on the shelf one time. Speaking of shelves, I think I'm going to get another shelf, you guys. I think I'm going to get one more shelf. I'm already... You can't see it. Let me see. No, you can't see it. Let me bring you guys over here. You guys, I'm already, putting books in front of each other. That's not my jive. That's not my jive. So I think you guys are gonna get another bookshelf. I'll save that for January or some shit. My birthday is in February, so I'll probably do something along there because I'm gonna buy more books. So, and then, yeah, I'm gonna need another bookshelf because this is packed, right? I have a stack of books right there to put on the shelf if I don't read them. The 11 books that I put on this TBR, and then I have this stack of books behind of y'all that I already read, so those need to go on the red shelf. And then I have my January TBR right there. I'm gonna need another shelf. I'm gonna need another shelf. Christmas is coming up. I I said I don't want nothing but books and book money. I'm gonna need another shelf. My birthday's coming up. I'm gonna need another shelf. January, I know for a fact the bookstores are gonna have sales. I'm gonna need another shelf. So, anyways, before I start that, oh, I was saying I'm doing laundry. Yeah, and I want to make banana bread. So, if I can't find that on audio, then it won't get started until I start it. Sorry. And you're probably like, just find another book on audio. The problem is, I don't know what I want to read. I don't know if any of those are on audio. And I'm not in the mood to just like randomly scroll through Libby and look for an audiobook. I just need to have something in my head. So if that's not on audio, then I guess I'm going on YouTube. Oh, I guess I could look on. Did y'all know that you could find audiobooks on YouTube? You guys probably knew that, and you're probably just like, duh, I'm rambling. Anyways, if I can't find that on audio, then I'm just going to go watch a YouTube video while I make banana bread, and then when I start that, we'll get updates. So, thanks. Later. Hello, you guys. I want to give y'all some updates quickly because you guys know I'm a yapper. It's 11:30 and I'm not yapping long. The glasses are off. The bonnet is on. The bonnet is always on, but it's on. It's 11:30 and you guys know I gotta go to work tomorrow. So I'm ready to go to sleep. Anyways, I made my banana bread. Um, I don't know what's going on with me and banana breads. As of lately, I want to say my last two banana breads have been fumbles, and then this one, it's relatively good. The edges, like the corners where they were on the pan and they rised, they are a little crispy, but the inside is like perfect. So I'm counting that as a win. I'm counting it as a win. However, my last two banana breads were fumbles. I do not know what's going on with that. We're gonna rectify that in the New Year's. Hold on. Look at the cute little cup, you guys. Um, so yeah. Number two, I did not find me an audiobook for The Storyteller's Death. So did y'all just see that spit? I did not find an audiobook for The Storyteller's Death. So we'll be reading this physically. I've been reading this since I finished my banana bread. Oh, we are on chapter 5. And there's two things. So first, I could give you like slight updates because I'm only on chapter 5, only about 40 pages in. So we're following a girl named Isla Larson Sanchez. Sanchez is her mother's last name. Larson is her father's last name. Let me make sure I have that correct. Isa Larson. Yes. Larson is her father's last name, and Sanchez is her mother's last name. Yes. Okay. So we're following Isla, and she's right now is just like introduction. She just started a new school because they they lost like their money because the father was in the hospital, and they basically ate through their savings trying to like bring him back to health, but he ended up dying. So she's going through all of that. During that time that the father was in the hospital, I could tell you guys because that's like chapter 1, chapter 2 type shit. During the time the father was in the hospital, the mother sent Isla to live with her grandmother in Puerto Rico. So this is a Puerto Rican story, if you will. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know, these on the cover are called Knips. At least where I'm from the Virgin Islands, St. Croix. St. Croix is relatively close to Puerto Rico, so we're like distant cousins. So fucking good. So fucking good. Knips are so fucking good. I don't know how to describe them. They're just like, this is exactly what they look like. You crack the shell, you suck. It's not like a shell. It's a you suck. Oh, you suck on that thing. You suck on that thing until it's like until all the that will be a fruit until all of that fruit is gone, and then you have a seed. Perfect. Anyways, so the mother sent her to live with the grandmother in Puerto Rico, and then the chapter I just finished. She finished, I guess, like 2 school years there, and now she's on to, I guess, another one. The back of the book says when Isla turns 18, so we haven't reached to 18 yet. I guess we're still in like the preteen eras. However, another thing that I'm loving about this book is, you guys, there's chapter titles. You guys, there's chapter titles. I love chapter titles, okay? I think authors that come up with chapter titles already have like, I don't know. I don't think a lot of authors, I think authors don't come up with chapter titles because they don't know how to like, dare I say, have fun. I don't know if that's like the perfect phrasing for that. I don't know if authors that don't come up with chapter titles, I don't think they know how to have fun with the work. I think when it's just like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they're just like I'm writing a book, like let's just knock this story out. I don't know. Authors that give chapter titles are just like, I don't know. They got that inner child in them. They got that inner child because I like, for me at least, I make up names. I got names for things. I call things names that aren't what they are. Like I just like giving names to things, right? So anytime I see a chapter title, you already got 1 star from me. You already got 1 star from me. I'm also liking I don't know what they're called. I don't know if they're called like, I guess they wouldn't be called like references. I don't know what I don't know. I don't have it in my head right now. But like, I'm liking the writing so far. I'm having a good time. I think I'm gonna do 1 more chapter. I think I'm gonna do one more chapter. Let's see how long chapter 5 is. Chapter 5 is only 3 pages. I'm gonna do one more chapter, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Later. Hello, you guys. I'm gonna do this quick. I'm on break, and I'm still reading The Storyteller's Debt. I told you guys, this is a quick little update, nothing major. I told you guys that I love chapter titles, and the end of the last chapter that I read, so fucking good. That chapter specifically was so good. The name of the title, the name of the chapter was called Dead Skin, I think. Oh, Shed Skin. And she was having this sleepover for her 14th birthday party. She, as in Isla, was having a 14-year-old birthday party, right? And she was already like self-conscious about it, because her mother's a drinker, so she knows she was gonna be drunk, and she didn't know how the house would be, this, that, and the third, But the night ended up going well, and the girls all went to sleep in the living room, and then the mother woke up screaming, right? Because she was having a nightmare, right? I'm about to get that part. I'm about to get that. It has some kind of, this book has like magical realism in it. I'm about to get that in the chapter that I'm in right now. But the mother woke up screaming, hollering, right? And the Isla went to go check up on her, and she realized that, okay, she's having a nightmare. Like, something in her dreams is like playing with her type shit, right? So, she gets her mother to calm down, and she's about to go to her bedroom, forgetting that I was having a sleepover downstairs. When she went downstairs, bro, the ending of that chapter, so fucking good. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. So I told you that it was titled Shed Skin. I tore through the halls and threw down the stairs. I tore through the halls and flew down the stairs. But when I got to the bottom, all I saw was an empty living room, my sleeping bag alone in the middle, like shed skin. Bro, that right there, that I love when a chapter title works itself into the chapter. Love that shit, okay? So, yeah, that was it. I'm just reading. Oh, there's one more thing. I told you guys that Isla was complaining about money. You guys, she has no money problems. You guys, they have absolutely no money problems. We went to Abuela's house, and then we're at Abuela's house now, which is her grandmother. And then there was one more house that we frequent. I'm gonna tell you right now. Alma, right? Alma, she has a nice house as well. And I was, when I started getting all the house structures and I was like, wait, why are you saying that you guys have money problems when you guys clearly don't have money problems? Like, she was worried that the house was gonna be dirty for her party, and when she came home, she was like, "Oh, I guess, mother did get the cleaners in." I was like, because the mother was like, "I'm going to call the cleaners early to clean for the sleepover," and I was like, "Cleaners?" And then the girl was like, "Oh, I guess she did get the cleaners to come in early." I was like, "Wait, y'all have cleaners? Like, they have a big house, but like they have cleaners, and you're saying you have money problems?" Okay, her cousin is a rich bitch. None of them have money problems, okay? Anyone in her immediate circle does not have money problems, in my opinion. I don't know how Puerto Rico is structured, but this is coming off as no money problems. This is coming off as actually well off, in my opinion. Because she was saying that, they have money problems now because she has to go to a public school instead of the private school. But now I'm reading, I'm like, girl, maybe your mother just wanted to save a couple bucks because you don't need the private school, but you guys don't have money problems. Like, let's stop lying, you know. But anyways, I've been talking for 5 minutes, and this was supposed to be a little quick gag. Anyways, hello, you. Hold on. Let me be respectful. Hello, you guys. Today's Saturday. It's Saturday. It's almost 5 o'clock. Don't blame me. I'm a working boy, okay? However, semicolon pause. We are still reading The Storyteller's Debt. I am 114 pages in. I took some notes. I have some notes in my phone, but I'm recording on my phone, so I can't give you that right now. However, I'm liking it. I really am. I'm liking the pacing of the story, and I'm liking the writing as well. I thought because this was a Puerto Rican book, and there is Spanish in it, that I wouldn't jive with it necessarily. That is not what's going on. That is not what's going on at all. I kid you not, you guys. I know exactly what's going on in this book, and I'm reading these little, cause it's little. In the beginning, she would give like a Spanish word or phrase or whatever, and then follow it up with like the English, and then as the story went on, I'm sorry guys, it's a car vlog for shaking. As the story went on, I started just like picking up on little subtle Spanish stuff. Now let's be so for real, right? I'm 25 years old. I have been in community with Spanish folks, okay? I went to high school with Spanish people. I went to college with Spanish people. I work with Spanish folks. So I know small things here and there, okay? I know small things here and there, and the story is I'm not struggling with nothing. It's just fun. Now I would say this maybe would have been fun. This maybe would have been more funner. Not a word, I know. This maybe would have been more fun on audio, just because I know they would have done the Spanish well. But I'm reading this book fine. The chapters are fairly short. I like how this author is writing. So she would give you like 1, 2, 3 chapters, 2 to 3 to 5 pages long, and then a really important chapter would be 10 pages max, and I'm just breezing through that shit. I'm loving it. The story so far. So our main character Isla is I don't know how much I told you guys. I also don't know if I want to make this a spoiler vlog, but I'm about to make this a spoiler vlog. So from this point forward, this is a spoiler vlog, okay? So Isla's grandmother died, and her grandmother was a storyteller, right? And when she died, her powers, so to speak, was transferred over to Isla, right? So what I appreciate, right? Because I was going to get the first time I allowed it, but the third time it happened, I was hoping that they wouldn't go down this route, but they cleaned it up real nice. So the stories, Isla sees them like visually, she sees them play out, and not quickly, but the way the book is, the way the writing is set up, it'll read quick, but you'll understand that some time has passed. So the first time that she saw one of the stories being told, the stories being played out, she freaked out. Okay, she freaked out, and she was going to type it crazy, right? And I was going to start to hate the book if after the second time she did the maybe I'm just imagining things, maybe I'm just like dreaming, and this is like a vivid. Why is my road closed? Damn. Anyways, she does this. I was hoping that she wouldn't do that. That, oh, am I dreaming? Is this just like, she's not doing that shit, right? She's understanding that, okay, no, these are the stories that my grandmother told while she was alive, but they're slightly different, right? So she's realizing that the stories that her grandmother told, I wouldn't necessarily call them lies. I'll say that she just slightly altered it, right? And on the second story, she realized that, okay, no, I need to, she's hoping that she could just write it out because she doesn't want to be a storyteller, but she's realizing that you could be a storyteller in different ways. So she's using her journal and she's writing out the correct versions of the stories, and as she does that, the next story takes place, right? So I'm in the present, right? These stories take place in the past, but we don't necessarily go back to the past, right? The only time we go back to the past is when a story is being played out in front of Isla, right? So as for that, we're not there's no multiple timelines to worry about. It's just, why is all my roads closed? I'm not liking this. There's no multiple timelines to follow. It's just we're just following Isla, and when a story presents itself, we know that these are one of the stories that the grandmother told, and that is in the past, right? So boom. Characters now. We have Isla. We have her uncle, her aunt, and then her mother, right? Her mother is a drunk. I'm using that loosely because as this goes on, I think Isla is going to realize maybe her mother doesn't want to be a storyteller. And she's at least subduing the stories by being drunk, right? Because I don't think it would skip a generation and not go down to her mother. You know what I mean? I told you guys about this chapter where the mother was having a nightmare, and she was telling Isla that the husband left me with all the stories. I'm thinking something's going to play with that. Who else do we have? We have all the minor people, the people that are like married to our main circle, and they're nice. Everything. I'm loving the vibes. This is it's a family magical realism story. Mother-daughter trauma story. I'm loving it. I'm loving everything about it. Yeah. I'm loving everything about this. Yeah. I needed to come and say that because I realized I have not said anything in I don't know how long. It could be 2-3 days if I'm being honest. I'm a working boy, you guys. I'm tired. I'm sorry that I'm accustomed of doing like a little B-roll. It's called B-roll. I'm accustomed of giving you guys a little B-roll. There might not be no B-roll in this video. You might just get clips of this book here and there, and because there's this one book, I'm going to I might add another book. Nothing I said would be considered spoiler. So, I mean, yeah, I just gave you guys like the plot, you know, but nothing I said will be considered spoiler. So, I could really add another book if I wanted to, but that depends on how long I read, how fast I read this. I got one more 10-hour day, you guys. Tomorrow, Sunday, my last work day. So I don't get to like sit and read until Monday, Tuesday. So I don't know, you guys. I don't know. But I'm enjoying. I'm liking. This is making me with this being December, right? And I kind of picked out my January TBR already. I'm calling it a TBR because I really want to read those books. I really want to read those books. They're all out of my comfort zone. They're all stuff that I typically would not read, okay? The Bee Sting, Yellowface, I got The Phoenix King by a fantasy author. These are stuff that I typically would not pick, you guys. And I want to read them. So I'm calling it a TBR loosely, but it's a TBD, okay? It's a to be determined, and this is making me want to pick up more magical realism books. And I could tell you guys now, there's a possibility that it could get 5 stars, but if this was a black story, top tier shit, right? And there is black stories like this. Like, let's be so for real. If I'm being correct, I would go as far as saying like Beloved by Toni Morrison like plays with this premise a little bit. I love me some Toni Morrison. But yeah, I wouldn't mind picking up more books like this, and books like this, magical realism, family lore, family trauma, family problems, stuff like that is really what I want to read next year. I think I want to. I'm not gonna throw away my thrillers, like, please. I'm not gonna throw away my thrillers and my domestic thrillers. I just wanna, I wanna mainly focus on stuff like this. They need to pave this road so bad. Stuff like that. Anyways, I've been talking for 14 minutes, and I'm probably gonna look back and be like, damn, you're just yapping. So yeah, later, you guys, I'm going home to get some reading done, obviously. Toodaloo. Hello, you guys. Merry Christmas, because it is indeed still Christmas Day. It's like 11 p.m. Anyways, I'm still reading. 200 pages in, you guys. The story kind of took a lull. And at first, I was chewing these pages up, and then I got bored. There's no. Every time you think our girly Isla is like getting a leg up, for lack of better words, there's always something tragic that just happened, and it's just like, okay, I get it. I'm 200 pages in. Give me something. Give me something. There's this. She has this cousin, right? What's her name? Maria. She has this cousin named Maria, right? And I'm finding it weird that for as long as Isla's on this island, like she's in Puerto Rico right now because they're at yet another funeral. For as long as Isla's on the island, her cousin only comes up when she needs like an escape route, like like they were at a funeral before, right? A couple chapters before, and everyone was doing the hugging, the pinching cheek shit because they haven't seen Isla in a like since another funeral type shit, right? There's a weird time thing going on too, right? So Maria shows up because the grandmother was like trying to get Isla to stay and chit chat with the old folks and all that. And Maria shows up. She's like, "Ooh, can I take Isla real quick?" Da 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 da. And of course, the grandmother's like, "Yeah, sure, you girls go have fun." Whatever. The chapter I just left, right? I'm on chapter 29, right? I'm on chapter 29. When Isla and her mother is about to go back to New Jersey, and we haven't heard from Maria this entire chapter, right? So Isla says, "Mom, maybe I think I wanna stay another week, right?" Cause she got the vision thing. I'm over that too, if I'm being honest. So she's like, "Mom, maybe I wanna stay another week," like da 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 da. So the mother's like, what about school? Like, what about this? What about that? And she's like, I'm a great student. My grades are perfect. Like, I can miss a week. And then she's like, okay, but you're not staying in Alma's house by yourself because that's the relative that died and that's the funeral that they went to, right? So Issa thinks that her plan is about to crumble right now because she's like, shit, you're right, because I don't want to stay in this house by myself neither. Like, and there you go. Maria goes, oh, she could stay with me. She could stay with me. And I'm like, damn, I haven't heard from you all season. I haven't heard from you all season. And then it hit me. I only hear from you when we need an escape route. I don't know. And I think I told you there's a clip of me telling you guys that like Maria's like she got money type shit. Like the a couple summers ago, when Maria was in, I think she's still in college, but they were staying like in an apartment, whatever. This summer that she went back for the relative's funeral, Maria bought Maria bought the apartment. You're buying apartments? Like she not she bought the building. She bought the entire building. And it's just like Damn, just like 3 summers ago, you were renting that bitch out. You were paying rent. And now you're charging rent? Damn, okay. Anyways, I'm honestly ready for this to be finished. I have 115 pages left. I have 115 pages left. There's is 315 pages. And you guys, I want to discuss one thing, right? I kid you not. I have not stopped looking for an audiobook for this. I have not stopped looking for an audiobook because reading it is fun. Don't get me wrong. Reading it is fun. These lulls where I'm bored, crazy word. It's Christmas Day, right? I'm on page 200. When I went to go log it on Goodreads, right? It said that I started the book 8 days ago, and I'm like, damn, 8 days, 200 pages. But then it hit me like, no, that's actually incorrect. That's just going based off of how when I started the book and how long I've been reading the book, right? That does not factor in how many days I've actually been picking up the book and reading it. You guys, I've taken this book maybe 50 pages at a time. So let's just say those 8 days, cut that down into 4. 4 days I took this book 50 pages at a time. And today I just sat down and just chewed out my last, what was that? When I logged it, I think I was on page 71, so 30 something pages. 30 something pages. And then I put the book down because what? I got bored. So, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. This is what we got. Oh. My girl, Kenya, gave me this tip, right? So, she was like, anytime she's like reading a book or trying to just like get through a book that she's not enjoying, she puts the bookmark ahead of where she like. So I put the bookmark on 32, Winnie the Pooh. I put the bookmark on 32, but the tassel is on 28, 29. So I know if that makes sense. That makes sense. Like, I could stop right now, page 29. I mean, chapter 29. But, like, tonight's goal before I go to sleep is chapter 32. If that makes sense. Anyways, what did y'all get for Christmas? Did y'all get book money? I hope y'all got a lot of book money. And I hope, bro, I'm really ready for like the book sales to take place. That's what I'm ready for. I'm ready for the book sales. I actually think I'm going to go on Barnes and Noble, the website, and just like put some stuff in the cart so that I could either order those or go to the bookstore and grab those. I have a shelf on Goodreads. I don't know which way I'm looking, so spare me. I have a shelf on Goodreads that has my phone's charging. Forgot. I have a shelf on Goodreads that books I want to buy in 2026. Books I want to buy in 2026. And then I think I'm gonna go on like the book websites, like the book outlets, all the other shits. I'm gonna buy some books. Anyways, I finished the book today, you guys. I would go get it, but I don't want to. It was Under the Whispering Door by T.J. Klune. I really did enjoy that. Yeah. I really did enjoy that. So, last year, end of the year shit. We got 6 days. I want to finish this. 115 pages left. I'm going to finish that in 2 days. Mark my words. And then I have one more thriller that I really want to read. I'll go get that. Dark Ride by Lou Berney. Yeah. I want to make this the last book that I read for the year. Yes. Yeah. I go to work tomorrow. Right. I go to work tomorrow. So I need to find like a cute little audiobook to listen to. I think I'm going to give Percy Jackson another go. I've listened to 2 Percy Jacksons so far. Yeah, I listened to two Percy Jacksons so far, and both of them, I kid you not, great strides to get through those. I don't know what it is. I'm not enjoying Percy Jackson. I don't know. But I'm going to give it one more go. Yes. So, I'm going to finish this in 2 days. Give y'all a video. And then I'm going to make this my last book of the year. I don't know if I'm going to add that into here. Maybe. Should I make this my end of the year video? You guys are on the iPad. That's why it's so... Everything seems so, like close. Like, everything just seems so square. I don't know. My phone charging, it's completely dead. And then I realized, guys, guess what? My charger is trying to act funny on me. My charger's trying to act funny on Christmas, no less. So yeah, I can't move my phone while it's charging. It needs to be stationary. Anyways, later. Hello, you guys. It is 6:30 in the a.m. and I have just finished The Storyteller's Death. Literally just finished, like 2 minutes ago type shit. I said I was getting it done in 2 days, and that is what I did. I really enjoyed it. This is a wonderful story. This was a wonderful story about a family secrets. They had very good commentary on, I wouldn't say very good, I'll just say there was good commentary on the social economic class in Puerto Rico with racism and all that. I thought that was fine. There's one thing that necessarily, in the grand scheme of things, it was wrapped up in the story. It was wrapped up. For my liking, though, it wasn't it wasn't wrapped up to the T, you know what I mean? Like we solved the problem, the big bad. We solved the problem, this, that, and the third. Um the guy, we just don't, I don't know. We don't know if he's dead, if he's alive. He was not held accountable. It was just more of a the truth need to come out, and whatever happens after that type shit. So I enjoyed it. There's this um cute little romance that takes place. Um Not necessarily because they get together at the end of the book, but like it's building throughout the book. It was so cute. Um I enjoyed, you guys. I enjoyed. I'm gonna give this a 4 star. I'm gonna give this a 4 stars, and I enjoyed it, to be honest. I wanted to record this before I got into bed because, you guys, I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep. Okay, I I'm off today. Today's Monday, the 29th. You guys, the new year in 2 days. It's the new year in 2 days. I need to record my January TBR video. I'll do that in the morning. My unhaul video is scheduled to be posted today. So yeah, finished it, 4 star, enjoyed. I said I had one more book. I really want to read one more book. I got that thriller over there, you guys. I got today, Tuesday, Wednesday, 3 days. 3 days, you guys. We'll see. We'll see. I'll see you guys later. If this video gets continued, then I obviously added the book. But if not, I'll see you guys in the new year. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to sleep. 4 stars. Later. You guys, I said in that last clip, right? If I continue the video, it means I'm going to add the book. However, semicolon, pause, right? I'm obviously continuing. Hello. I'm obviously continuing. We are not reading Dark Ride. We're not reading that. We are reading The Leftover Woman by Jean K. Walker. And not only are we reading it, you guys, and then you see that. Yeah, I'm 129 pages in. And I was editing this video, and I was like, fuck it, just do it. So, you're only gonna get like 2 clips. You're gonna get this one, and maybe like the end, because I'm about halfway. Like, there's no reason to like prolong it or anything. But okay, let me tell you guys what it's about. I don't feel like holding the book. Okay, right? So we're following actually, fuck it. We're following 2 characters, right? We're following one character named Jasmine, and Jasmine is a she fled her husband in China. She was bought, basically, like her marriage was like bought. The man paid off her parents, and she was 14. Yuck. She was 14, and so she fled him because although she grew to like love him, I guess, as much as could you really love your fucking captor? Like, um, she decided to leave him because he had other wives. Yeah, because he had other wives. China has this the one child rule, and him being a man wanted the one child to be a boy. So she was going through a couple miscarriages and she finally had a daughter. She held the daughter for all of like 30 seconds or some shit like that. And then they took the kid away and she ended up like going to sleep or something. Or maybe she was drugged. We don't know. But when she woke up, they told her that her daughter was dead. And upon finding that he was cheating on her with multiple other women, she also found that he put the daughter up for adoption and he got the money and she was paid for blase squaze all that stuff, right? So she's now in New York. She's now in New York in the hopes of restarting her life and getting back her daughter, right? Next we following Rebecca, right? Rebecca pretty much has it all together. Pretty much has it all together. She is a publishing executive and she has a little like bumps here and there. There's a little work scandal where one of the people that she publishes, I don't know, one of the people that she publishes, their memoir turned out to be fake, and um, so they was pulled out of like basically all the awards and stuff. So that kind of put a stain on her and the company, and now they're trying to get this new author, and it's all of that, right? That's not the publishing stuff is interesting, but like that's not the tea that we're here for. We're really here for her husband and we're here for that whole tea. So I can tell you guys the big thing that's going to like one thing has already like put these two um POVs together because they're in the same timeline. So one thing that already put these two ladies on the same frequency is the daughter Fifi. Fiona is Jasmine's adopted daughter and Rebecca has the daughter, right? So they haven't met yet, they haven't done any of that, but Jasmine is aware that because she did her sleuthing and she's aware that Rebecca has Fiona, her daughter. The thing is, Jasmine is undocumented. Like she essentially has to pay back this gang for her escape to New York. So she's already in debt. She's undocumented, and she wants to rip her daughter from. I, this is gonna be a good story. Um, she is where I'm at in the book right now because all of that was all of this, right? So where I'm at in the book right now, Fiona, I mean, Jasmine is working at this club. It's called Opium. She's working at this club as a cocktail waitress, and she's just trying to like make money and stuff like that. Um, there is it only happened twice in the 129 pages that I read. She keep mentioning that her husband's coming to look for her, not keep mentioning it. She mentioned it twice. That he's coming to look for her, and apparently she wants to get her daughter before he finds her. Something like that. I don't. We'll see how that goes. Now. In the beginning, I was not liking this, and it quickly turned to I wasn't liking this into oh, I'm not liking one of the POVs, right? The first four chapters of this book was in Jasmine's POV, right? And I kid you not, that was some of the most like hardest stuff to read. Like I don't know why it was just like it just came off like chopped and screwed, like fragmented, incomplete. Like the sentences were complete. The sentences were complete sentences, but like I don't know, reading it, it was just like weird. And that was in first person, right? And herein lies my problem. Chapter 5, we got introduced to Rebecca, right? Rebecca's POV is in third person. And I immediately started liking that. I immediately started liking that. And I like all the perspectives, right? It's just a matter of how the story's told. The first person, the first person for the first four chapters, maybe she was just like Jean K Walk was just like getting her foot in because now it's like now it's still it's not smooth, but it's way better than what it was the first four chapters. I don't know what that's about. I don't know what that's about. But the third person POV I really liked. I really liked. I don't know. I'm trying to think if Rebecca's chapters would have could have been done in first person, and I don't think they could. I don't think they could. We get too much like surrounding descriptions of things. We get too much it wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have worked at all. What the author's doing with Jasmine with the first person would not have worked with oh oh my gosh. You guys stay still. It would not have worked and vice versa. Um please stop, little boy. Such a menace. Anyways, did I even say Happy New Year's, you guys? Happy New Year. It is 2026, you guys. It is January. We can't even see it. There we go. It's January 1st, you guys. Look at him. Who does he think he is? Anyways, I could get this done 2 days. I could get that done in 2 days. You guys know we got that. You guys know we have that January TBR, and you guys know I am very much excited to read all those damn books. Maybe not Meet Me at the Wedding. You guys know I don't care for the romances like that. But everything else, I'm very much excited to read. He's making biscuits on my bed. And I think, why am I telling you guys what I want to start with? And I haven't even finished this book yet. Ugh. It's up. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna read a couple more chapters. I'm on chapter 17. It's a Rebecca chapter. You guys know. I think I told you guys I like me Rebecca. That's the next thing. This is supposed to be a story on how, like, maybe not, because it is called The Leftover Women. Rebecca's chapters are, everything in Rebecca chapters are better. 50% of Jasmine chapters don't work for me, and then the other half does. So when we're at the club in Jasmine's chapters, I like that shit. Oh my gosh. You know what, you guys? We gotta go. We gotta go. And I gotta find another spot. I really wanted the books behind me, but anyways, I've been talking for 14 minutes. The Leftover Women. I'm liking Rebecca's chapters. I'm not particularly liking Jasmine chapters. If I was to stop right now, what would I give it? A 3. A 3. And a good 3. That's a good 3. Um I hope everyone had a safe night. If you were out watching the balls drop for midnight, hope you guys had a safe and wonderful night. I hope everyone got home safe. So you guys go watch this video. Anyways, later. Hello, you guys. I was getting ready for bed and I was doing a bit of reading. I've been reading all day basically. I am on chapter 31. I wanted to give you guys a quick little update before I went to bed, and then the next clip just be like me ending it. Two things, right? I said that I wasn't really liking the writing for one of the POVs. I think being 31 chapters in, I've come to the understanding that I just didn't, I was just getting into the groove of the writing of the author, and I just needed to, get my footing. And as I got my footing, I realized, oh, I'm liking this. It's still what I it's still what I said, with it being almost like choppy, like sentence, like things aren't, some sentences, they don't like, I don't know how to explain it. Like some sentences don't like convey what stuff should really be saying, and it was just a bit confusing in the beginning, but I got my foot in and I'm really liking the story. Now, number 2, right? I said 2 things, right? I lied. Scratch that. I got things to say. So, number 2, right? I'm still liking the third person POV character, Rachel.
Yo, I'm so sorry. It looks like you're going hold on.
I'm still liking her POVs to Jasmine's. There was number 3, right? There was a twist. There was a twist that I personally didn't see coming. I was thinking of something else, and I give her that. I give Miss Jean that. That was very good. I don't know, you guys, what is that? I got 75 pages left. There's some things that were brought up that hasn't like had anything yet, so I'm still waiting on that. um that's about it, you guys. The next clip will be me giving my rating on this book, my rating and my review. I am very much enjoying this so far. So, not so far. Yeah, so far. I'm pretty much enjoying this. Oh, one more thing. One more thing. I like title chapters, okay? When books have title chapters, I'm gagged, okay? This doesn't have title chapters. It just has character chapters, I guess. Rebecca, Jasmine, Rebecca, Jasmine, Jasmine, Rebecca, Jasmine, 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 Rebecca, 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 shit like that, right? The use of the title, The Leftover Women, that was, I love when the title of a book makes sense. I love, because you could really title your book anything. I love when the title of a book makes sense, okay? So, you guys, my first book of the year might just be a win. I'm not giving this 5 stars. Let's just stop there. However, my first book of the year would be a win. So, stay tuned. Hello, you guys. I just got home from work and I want to do this quickly because I want to shower and then start another book. Because this is the end of this video. Because I have finished The Leftover Women by Jean Kwok. I have figured out how to say her last name. It is Kwok, Jean Kwok, The Leftover Women. This was amazing. This was great, you guys. This was perfect. This was fun. This was twisty. This was almost heartbreaking. I kid you not. Let me see. The last 2 chapters before the epilogue, so it was one of each, a Rebecca chapter and then a Jasmine chapter and then the epilogue. You guys, Miss Kwok almost got a tear out of me. Miss Kwok almost got a tear out of me. This was amazing, you guys. This was pretty much, this was a solid book. This is a solid read. I'm, however, giving this 4.25. I think that's what I'm gonna log it as on Goodreads. I'm gonna log it on Goodreads as a 4, but it's a 4.25. This was perfect, you guys. This was fun. This was a ride. This had, I think in my review, because I finished this like early today, and then I typed out my review to, I gotta copy it and paste it on Goodreads, but I typed it out. I kind of wish we got more social commentary on the one child policy in China, because it kept being brought up like this whole thing is because of the one child policy, but really when it boils down to it, Wen just wanted a boy. Wen really wanted a boy, and her first child after miscarriages was a girl. He said absolutely not. So I wanted more social commentary on that, but you guys, I love the characters. Loved Rebecca. I loved Jasmine. This was fun. There's like maybe 3 plot twists I gagged at two. One of them was kind of like the road of least resistance type shit. Like, it was, you saw it coming type. So 4.25. And then you guys know that we also read this book in this video, and I gave this a 4. I gave this a 4 out of 5. 4.25. So we read 2 books. You guys, my next video, I'm going to be a reader, okay? I'm going to be a reader, and I'm going to get at least 3 books minimum in a video. I'm tired of these 2-book videos. But you see, the thing is, I'm a working boy. Like, it's 6:30. I'm about to go take a shower, get something to eat, maybe pour me a glass of wine, like, and then pick a book. By the time I do all of that, it's already like 8:30. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But I'm gonna be a reader, you guys. Should I quick impromptu. Should I just knock out Yellowface one time, or the Bee Sting? Or should I get the Cleaner out, because that's for me to see if I even like that premise. But then we got the Bee Sting, we got the Yellowface. You guys, what should I do? You guys wouldn't know. You guys won't know. This is the end of this video. And with that being said, later.